how do people take these people serious whenever this is what they do? Like they obviously aren't nice. They obviously don't give a fuck about being accepting or you're inclusive. They just worry about themselves and they're selfish people.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed. Today I've been given what appears to be drag queen TikToks. This could be another short one. I can tell you that right now. I can only suffer through so much of this.
You know what I find funny? How the school system will teach us how to memorize pages and pages of useless and indoctrinated information that we could literally look up within seconds, but they fail to teach us the most important things in life, like, I don't know, creativity, imagination, self-awareness, how to love other people, communication skills, how to challenge ideas, how to grow our own food, how to self-defend, how to build, and overall just how to think for ourselves, or literally anything about.
See, the last half that he said, I agree with, but the self-love, the creativity, the beauty or whatever, the first half was like, what in the fuck, man? That is not your school's job. But the building and the growing your own food and all that shit, yeah, I agree.
About money, debt, or taxes, or I don't know, just finding our passions and true talents in life. But no, they teach us what to think and not how to think. Just a thought.
You know, the unfortunate thing about that is the point that's being made there is basically correct.
Tell me it's not true now.
But then we ram it into this whole drag queen thing. Education doesn't have to work that way, but that is how the modern public school education system works because it is a factory conveyor belt system. It's not meant to be personalized. What she's talking about would be an education that's personalized, that recognizes the students as actual individuals. And that each child has their own personality and their own passions, their own skills that we want to foster, their own interests that we want to encourage. But you don't get that in the public school system.
Maybe soon we might have that with all the AIs and robots coming out since we won't need to be workers. But as of right now, the school and the government know that a lot of these motherfuckers are dumb. A lot of these motherfuckers will not be able to obtain something even if they tried, so they know that most people have to be workers for McDonald's or assembly lines or delivery drivers, you know, like we need people that do that. And if you tell all these motherfuckers that they have something more to do with their lives, they won't even try to focus on just being a regular worker. And I'm not saying that's fair, but that's how society works.
You know where you can get that is in homeschooling. That's what homeschooling is all about.
Pick it up. Come on, girlfriend. Pick your knees up.
And also, of course, yes, we don't get creativity encouraged in the public school system. It's the opposite of creativity. But I guess the implication of the video is that drag is an example of creativity, which it isn't. So one thing I always notice when you see these clips of the drag queens, and usually, again, when we're focusing on it, if the clip goes viral, it's because it's a drag queen dancing and there are kids in the audience, and that's the most important. That's the thing that makes it the most offensive. But I also can't help but note that these people, they have no talent.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Like, what do you actually do? So you dress up as a woman, and then you kind of prance around on stage and lip sync. So you can't sing. You can't actually dance. What exactly is the appeal?
See, I disagree with that a little bit because makeup and hair and, you know, beauty is a lucrative, I guess, career path, but it kind of depends because if you get into the right category of beauty and hair and you find the right clients and you got the connects and shit, you can be really, really wealthy doing that. But the problem is that everybody wants to do that. Almost every woman and gay person wants to be a makeup artist or a, you know, beautician in some sort. So that means that the career path is just overcrowded with a bunch of people that are just as talented. So it really isn't really how good you are. It's just kind of like music, you know, how everybody wants to be an actor, everybody wants to be a musician, everybody wants to be in a band type shit. So it's hard to get in that lane to be wealthy, but if you do succeed in it, you can make a lot of money. But it's just, like I said, it's just too overcrowded that it's kind of impossible.
Oh yeah, well those are the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Those are the satanic mockery of Catholic nuns that the LA Dodgers have decided they're still going to invite. The LA Dodgers, who I think of all of the different PR crises that we've seen, they handled it probably worse than any that we've seen yet.
You know, it takes a special
LA.
kind of company.
It's an ad. Man, Buddy wasn't playing when he said it was going to be a short video. The video was already short, and the fucking video was its ad.
I'm going deaf. All right, here we go. House of Jesus!
You definitely turn that off. If you had any doubts about what this is, you know, when there was the backlash against the LA Dodgers and people claiming that these drag queens are anti-Catholic, if you had any doubts about that whatsoever, well, then that should allay those doubts. I mean, that was their Easter celebration, and they have a drag Jesus coming out. I will say that as a Catholic, so we talked about this a few days ago on the show. I don't like to admit this kind of thing normally, that I take things personally. And I usually don't take things personally. I got pretty thick skin. I do take this kind of thing a little bit personally because, for one thing, I have a sister who is a who is a nun, and also as a Catholic, you know, this is an attack on my faith. It's a mockery of my faith. But at the same time, to use a leftist phrase, it's in some ways validating. In a weird way, it's validating. It's validating that on the left, they hate Catholicism in particular. I mean, they hate Christianity, they hate conservatives, they hate anything that is good and true and normal and decent, obviously. But they hate Catholicism most of all. And that's all this is. The drag queens, sister perpetual indulgence, it is all just their overwhelming contempt for Catholics.
They was in San Francisco. I would respect it if they went to San Francisco, had this little event, and then went out and handed out food to the fucking homeless or all the drug addicts that are in San Francisco that are destroying San Francisco. But you know, they're just in their little la la land. They're ignoring all that outside shit. But then another thing, whenever he was talking about how this is an attack on Christian or Catholicism, religion. It 100% is, and it's so hypocritical because they get so mad if you even look at them the wrong way, if you even misgender them the wrong way, if you come at them in any type of way to where you don't accept their ideology, they have a meltdown. Yet they do this shit to where they mock someone else's beliefs, which is just insane to me, man. Like, we live in a time where two wrongs make a right, which it never will, but that's what people think. And I get it why people would do this, but it's just like, how do people take these people serious whenever this is what they do? Like, they obviously aren't nice. They obviously don't give a fuck about being accepting or you're inclusive. They just worry about themselves, and they're selfish people. I don't see how people take these people serious for that reason, and mainly that reason. I mean, obviously a lot of other reasons, but that's just blatant, and people appreciate it. People uplift it. Like, yeah, you show them gay hating Catholics. Whenever, yeah, a lot of Catholics are prejudiced towards trans people. But I mean, if you're being an actual religious person, I know God says to love everybody as if it was yourself. So as judgmental as a lot of religious people are, they really shouldn't be. And that they're just a bad example of the actual message that's supposed to be presented. But so are these people. Like, how are you going to talk about inclusivity and then do something like this to where you mock someone else's beliefs? I can't think of how people mock trans people, and that might sound kind of stupid because people make fun of trans people all the time and yeah, but they never go outright to, you know, dress up and literally make a mockery out of what they are. Maybe they do. I just can't think of any examples, but if y'all know any, let me know down below.
And as a Catholic, the fact that I am in particular hated by these people, it's validating and affirming in a certain way. And you also see how these people, they can't create anything of their own. They have no ideas of their own. You know, when they're trying to be shocking and outrageous and all that, it always ends up being derivative. It is outrageous and it is disgusting. So congratulations. You've succeeded in being outrageous and disgusting. Anyone can be disgusting if they want to be. So you've succeeded in that. But it's not interesting. It's not really shocking anymore because we've seen so much of it. It's repetitive.
Right, kind of.
All they can do is take things that exist and try to turn them on their head. It's everything that they do because they don't have any ideas of their own.
He's right. It's not that shocking, but no matter how often it happens and no matter how relevant they make it, it will always be disgusting. It will always be disgusting. But yeah, that was the end of that video. So please leave a like. Don't really do anything, but it shows me that you guys like the content. It shows me that you guys like what I'm reacting to. If you want, or if you can, please comment down below anything that you thought of, anything at all. Just let me know. I like to hear your guys' feedback. And if you can, please hit that ding so you guys know whenever I upload again. My shit is controversial, so it's not really pushed out to y'all. And I know that unless you have the ding, the notification bell on, my shit's probably not gonna pop up unless you look my name up, or unless you watch my shit all the time, it might pop up in the recommended. But yeah, if you fuck with your boy, will you please give me a subscription? And with all that said, deuces.
Influence only got one life, fucked up or not, I ain't gonna lose it, I'ma use it. So please don't go stupid, I don't wanna do it. I never claimed to be a killer unless they push me to it. Nina on me, so my life got extra cushion on it. So tell them I'ma pull it out if they come pushing on me. I can't even get my money and get out the way, cause broke.